They left their houses because they've got no integrity. Taribo West was shouting, "Sherry mama, 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 mama. Sherry mama, mama, mama." All because of hunger. Agoro. Sweat also saw the kind heat that was coming out of his body. He was shouting, "Sherry mama, mama." All this thing is just for money. Agoro. Hunger. Anywhere belle face. That is why Kanu and Taribo West, JJ Okocha, they reduce themselves. They reduce themselves to that level. Money. Hunger for money. Kanu Wankwo said, "So you did something for me 22 years ago. I just want to show appreciation. A girl that they gave birth to 22 years ago have given birth to 2 children. Mwamuru 22 years ago have 3 children now. So since the person did something for you, you did not show your appreciation or gratitude. It is now during election time. Where were you since? Were you living in the moon? You were inside this space? Anywhere belle face. Hunger. During NSAS protest, Kanu Wankwo, JJ Okocha, did you talk? Did you people speak during NSAS protest? So all of you were quiet, pretending like you did not see that people were dying at Lekki gates. Yeah. But I know what your fellow footballers do outside the country. They stand up for their people. They protest. They wear jersey. They write inscription of what is going on in their country. Hunger and starvation is killing Nigerians, and you people are quiet. What impact have you created as a footballer celebrity? As a celebrity, what impact have you created? How have you stood for your people? What impact? Nnamdi Kanu, your fellow man, is in DSS custody. He rejected all the money in the world, suffering because of the freedom of his people. The president of France is not up to 50 years of age, making France great. Kanu Wankwo. Liberian president is not up to 48 years of age. Because of ago, hunger. You are telling us excuse, giving us excuse. This is what happened in the favor. You did not give him, you did not visit the person since it's during election when they're sharing money from one politician to another. This is how they will be patching now. Hunger. Anywhere your belly face, you don't want to talk about your people. Hunger and starvation is killing people. That is how you people package the Buhari. That is how you package the calamity that Nigerians are suffering today. The torture, the frustration that Nigerians are into. That is how you package them. They will come through your celebrities, your favorite celebrities, your favorite people. They will come through them. Your favorite actors and actresses, comedians. Because they are hungry. Without Nigerian politicians, your celebrities, hunger will finish them. Hunger will deal with them. Zero integrity. You are supposed to protect your integrity. As a celebrity or whatever you are, there are some places you shouldn't go. There are some gatherings when they call you, you say, "No, I'm not interested in this gathering. I'm not going to go to this gathering. No, I don't want to answer this call." But because of hunger, I go. You brought yourself to that level. Is it not your fellow man that is the president of France? Young men making France great, and Liberia, young boys with hot blood, Obrahana and Noko, giving good governance. With your ancient modern because of hunger. If Tinubu doesn't have money, Kanu Wankwo, JJ Okocha, will you go and visit him? If he was an ordinary presidential aspirant that doesn't have money like that, will you go to him? You will not go. You went because you are hungry, because you are looking for money. Because you are hungry. I go to out of your houses. Yes. See the way hunger have pursued all of you out of your houses. You are giving us excuse. I know what your fellow footballers do. They protest. Your fellow man is fighting for the freedom of his people, languishing in DSS custody. Because of Agoro. Because of Agoro. They are shouting Igbo presidency, but they are supporting Westerners and Northerners. What won't happen in the Banana Republic? Animal Kingdom, jungle. No wonder Trump said it's a shithole country where they dump refuse. You are saying 22 years ago. A girl that they gave birth to 22 years ago have 2 babies now. 22 years ago, you couldn't show gratitude. You are living inside this space. Tell us that you went because of hunger. We know you have collected your money. We know you have collected your share. You do not see any other person that you are going to endorse or support or enter their camp. John Okafor, aka Mr. Ibu, is in the camp of Atiku Abubakar. Atiku Abubakar is Hausa man from the north. They will shock you. Many more surprises are coming. Without your politicians, hunger will finish your celebrities, actors and actresses. They will call your celebrities and give them money. Tell them to bring you a hungry follower. They will give them 1 cup of rice, a quarter cup of rice to give you, so that they will get what they want. Their ambition, political ambition, what they want, what they are aspiring for, what they want to become. They don't care about you. Millions of Nigerians are starving, dying of starvation, dying of hunger, poor hospital, poor road, and JJ Okocha and Kanu because of hunger. What hunger will not cause? You are giving me excuse, giving us a nonsense excuse. It's because of the favor he did 22 years ago. That is how you package the Buhari. That is how they package the calamity. Nigerians are suffering that calamity. They will use your favorite actors, actresses, artists. Hunger, agro. When they call you, you say no. That is what a responsible person do. A reasonable person that thinks about his people. I know that it will happen now. You people are surprised. I wasn't surprised. I saw it coming. I knew it will happen. The youth that said it is the turn of the youth to occupy Aso. The youth are begging for quarter cup of rice. Hunger everywhere. Zoo is finished. What won't even happen in that jungle? Banana Republic. Zombie Republic. Get your heart ready. Get a shock absorber. They will surprise you more. Terrible West. Sherry mama. They will bring many more pastors. Sherry mama. Because of food. Because of food. Because of peanuts. Pastor. He says he's a pastor. Oh, take a package here. Is it not your fellow man that is the president of Liberia? Terrible West. In the Sherry mama. Because of agro. Sherry mama. You will not talk about Nigerians that are dying. During NSAS protests, Kanu JJ Okocha, did you speak? Did we hear your voice? Hunger. Hungry men. Hunger have finished all of you. See the way hunger have pursued you out of your house. From one politician to another, petting, looking for money, begging for money, giving an excuse. If it is not money, I'm telling you, you will never go to that meeting. You will not go.
Of course.
You will not go. A man that have integrity protect himself. Fight for your freedom, oh. Stop fighting for your freedom now. That is what I'm telling you, Nigerians. Fight for your freedom. All these things you call your celebrities, they will disappoint you. They will fall your hand.
Honestly.
They need money. They are looking for money. They've got nothing to offer to you people. They will collect money from these politicians. The politicians have money. They have the followers. They will use you. They will use them as a tool. And now use you as a frustrated person. Give you quarter cup of beans. And get what they want. And you suffer another torture for another 8 years. You know you people have not come out of this calamity. This calamity that you people are in, you have not come out of it. They want to put you into another worse situation. Anyway, I don't even like to talk about the zoo politics. I have been liberated. And I've gotten freedom. I just say, let me tell you, don't be surprised. Many more surprises are coming. They are hungry people. Kanu is hunger that pursue you out of your house. JJ Okocha, agro hunger. Terrible West, hunger have finished you. Agro hunger is pursuing you. That is why you are giving us excuse. Who is asking you for that? They criticize you and you are coming out. You are coming out to shake. Go outside the country and see what your fellow men are doing. Your fellow men are fighting for the freedom of their people. You are walking around looking for food, facing your stomach anywhere you see money. Hungry people, get a shock absorber.
Honestly,
get your minds ready. Yes. They will use the people you least expected.
Yes.
Yeah, get a shock absorber.
I love what my sister just said. She took the words out of my mouth. The same thing I was trying to say. That when you look at these people from the outside, you think they are something. There are millions of people following these people. They are playing and everybody is screaming, JJ. You don't know you are screaming for an idiot. A complete mess. Because that thing that he's doing, he's going to endorse Tinubu or whatever. But the same people that have been sharing him up, that have been watching him, Kanu, that have been watching, millions of people that have been watching him, Most of them in the zoo are dying of hunger. They are being killed every day. They are not speaking. The one the Taribo West that became a pastor overnight. Yeah, that's easiest to, I'm not making it up, but it's the truth, because most of my colleagues, when I call them now, what is this person doing? He's a pastor. Pastoring looks like it's the easiest way out. Because check out the pastors, most of them, they are musicians, they are ex-entertainers, and they go in there, they transform the same thing we're doing in nightclub, they transform it into a church, and people are the fine boy, no pimple. He's a good boy, he's a light-looking guy, and a nice-looking, he knows how to speak English and talk, and most of the things he's talking is even rubbish, garbage, he's not making any sense at all, and people follow him. Tomorrow they will go and endorse one kind of idiot because of money. And that's what my sister is saying. The truth is that, most of the people in the entertainment world, is still happening every day. Do not forget that when you're celebrating, when you're becoming a celebrity, all the money you are making and you're using it, don't forget you're using both your social security, your retirement money, everything is there. So when the celebration and the celebrity status goes away, you discover that you are empty. You don't have anything. The truth is, my sister just used the word integrity. Are you able to maintain to become who you are after the fame is gone? Because some of them, like I saw this in the 70s. I have said it on this program before, and I'm saying it over and over and over. I was here into this country on a visit from the zoo. I came in, and I wasn't in a hotel. I was living with someone. I spent some time. I wanted to spend like 30 days with someone, and the man goes to school. So he went to school one morning, and I just stood up and walked from my street up to about 5 miles away. Because it was the summertime, so the weather was beautiful in Brooklyn. And nobody waved at me. Nobody even recognized who I was. It dawned on me that the same thing can happen in the zoo too. I came out of Port Harcourt. I was the guy in the streets. Everybody, they wave at me. There's nobody in the 70s that, was our age that wouldn't have heard about me or the band. And that thing got in my head. I thought I was really somebody. But when I came to America and discovered that nobody waved at me, it dawned on me that this celebrity status would go. That's what pushed me. I said, make a decision. Are you going to be here and go to school? I went to school. I went back and came back. I went and came back and forth. But at least it dawned on me that celebrity status can go. So these people they're yelling at you in the soccer field, they're yelling at you as a celebrity, they're watching you in the video, you are a demigod. Hey. Put some money away, my brother, my sister. Put something away, because actually the people in the movie industry, I respect most of them. They went in there, and some of them are in college, they go to university, they come out, they graduate. But the point I'm trying to tell you that when you get into the university and you've studied something, maybe you're an accountant, whatever, you want to call yourself a lawyer, okay, that's good. But the celebrity status will not be there when you have left the stage. Use the stage that you are in now to build up what you're going to be in the future. Stop deluding. Look at what these people are doing. What an embarrassment. They are just running around. Like my sister just said, there are areas they invite you to certain things. You say, listen, you know what? I'm not going to be here. They call it integrity. They call it, you want to speak, okay, you want to be a celebrity freedom fighter. It's okay. But hey, make sure you pinch your tent in the right place. Don't fight for the poor ones. Fight for the same people that have been yelling at you. Same people that have been screaming when they see you. You are a celebrity, you are playing, and all of them are dying of hunger, and you're not saying anything. My dear brothers, my sisters, I am telling you, I know it's not easy, but you know something? You can make it easy by keeping your mouth shut. Like, Let be forgotten. You know, most people, you know, to forget people is not such a difficult thing. The moment you don't come up to the world anymore and they don't see you for a couple of months or years, gradually, nobody will remember you. But when you start bringing yourself out and making a mess of yourself, you tend to spoil the legacy that you have already created for yourself. Honestly, that integrity is something that you have to learn to live with. I was Sandales, Oliver de Kuza, Sandales adi ewuzi. And Sandales and mascara, you know, Tangele is gone. So what they're using now is mascara. And eventually something will be invented. When you know that your own status is gone, please keep your legacy. Keep it alive. Keep it alive and stop running around. Because you people have, anyway, the point is that, you know, the problem is this. When you have drank the orange juice for the first time, you will miss it. But there are some people who were born in poverty, they have remained in poverty. So poverty is for them, is part of their life. But for those of you who have celebrated, you have slept in 5-star hotel, you have done all kinds of things, you know, celebrity status, you can go to places, they invite you on the red carpet and all that. You cannot see, you cannot feel, you cannot really have the courage to walk on the black carpet if you have. But if you have never walk on the red carpet, and then the black carpet will be for you is part of your life. So I know the problem with this people. Don't expose yourself and show the world, because most of you have been forgotten already, whether you like it or not. Like everything else, most of you have lost that courage. You can't go into the soccer field anymore to play. No, because there are younger people that are coming up. You make room for them. But here you are, going backwards to a 90 years old man who is trying to become the president even when he is not fit. Both physically, mentally, age has to take its toll. I am not saying that old age is sickness. No. Your body is telling you that you can't do this anymore, but you can is young, and there are people like you who are younger, who will come out and make the country good. Look at the people that have been clapping for you. Look at the people that have been coming around you all the time to celebrate you. Most of them are dying of hunger. Most of them can't feed their families. I know some of you do charity, yes, that's not enough. Charity for. There are too many. You can't change the start. You have to go to the source to cleanse it. You can't come down the river and just think you can cleanse it. No, the other ones will be coming in. There are too many people out there suffering. The only way, like my sister used the right word. End SARS. End SARS. When it happened, how many of you spoke? In all due respect, I respect Peter, P Square, one of them, because I have his video, what he said at the beginning, that even led to this, that I think that's where the people took inspiration to go into NSAS. The likes of JJ Okocha, nobody saw you. Kanu, nobody saw you. Mr. Ibu, nobody knew, nobody spoke about these things. And all of you today are clamoring. They are shouting, like I said, saying Igbo presidency, Igbo presidency. That's not even the issue. Because we're not interested in Igbo presidency because it's not going to change anything. It's not definitely going to change anything. It's just going to make the matter worse, because the same people are going to go in there and do what they know how to do best. So that well said. This morning I received a clip. They said the Bubago's commander in Ebonyi State was killed. Some people went in there and gunned him down. What do you expect? What do you expect? You think people are idiots? We had the ESN, Eastern Security Network, that our leader Mazi Iyke launched to protect the people, to protect the lives of our people. Then all of a sudden, the politicians went up there, Fulani, they arranged, they created what they call fantasy, they call Ibubago. To do what? What did you create them for? You create them to kill the people, because we already have ESN that is supposed to protect the people. So what is the Ibubago going to do? You didn't want to fortify. It's like you already seen a structure that is there. You fail to fortify the structure. You fail to want to support the structure. It doesn't matter who started it. What the aim is, what matters, quote and unquote. What are they created to do? To protect the lives of our people, the eastern region. No, you didn't do that. You went and created with the Fulani, whatever. Somebody in Ebubago being killed, I don't think it's even news for me because I expect it to happen. But you know, this is like a warning. Many more is going to come. Let me read this. It says, gunmen on Wednesday killed the commander of Ebubago security outfit in Eza. Security outfit doing what? They were created in the first place, not local government area of Ebonyi State. Magnus Eganda. These are Fulani people. It's not our people. They created this Ebubago just for that. Ebonyi State. The same Ebonyi State is on the news. Always. Dave Umahi. They are going to kill more of you guys. Just keep on coming. You will not get away with it. Then let me keep reading. It said the Punch reports that Uganda was killed in his house by yet to be identified assailants in the early hours of Wednesday. A community source who spoke to our correspondent in condition of anonymous. Wow. You report something that you don't want to be known that you're the one reporting it, probably you're lying. On condition of anonymity, said the situation caused panic in Umwezoke community and Nkumoro village. He said, the gunmen came to his house in the morning of Wednesday. They said they came to his house on a motorcyclist. On a motorcycle, not a motorcyclist. And they were two. They shot him. They shot him. School children ran out of their classrooms. The moment news of the incident got to Nkomoro village, women and traders were seen locking their shops. A stakeholder in the area, who is also the publicity secretary of the Progressive Congress in Ezia, North Local Government, Mr. Emeka Wonu, confirmed the incident and described it as shocking and barbaric. In a statement he issued on behalf of the party in the area, Wonu called on security agencies to fish out the killers of the Ebubago commander. The statement read, the All Progressive Congress, APC, Ezia North Local Government area has received with shock a sad news of the gruesome murder of the commander of the Ebubago security outfit, Ezia North Local Government area, Mr. Magnus Igada, by yet to be identified gunmen in the area early hours of the morning. APC is shocked. I told you this is a political thing. I'm not wishing anybody anything, but what I'm telling you is that whatever you take is what you get. Whatever you put in is garbage in, garbage out. They are going to kill more of you, and there's no doubt about it. The news about his killing is shocking, and we wonder why some individuals take delight in the termination of lives of fellow human. Beg. They are just talking garbage. Anyway, these newspapers too themselves. We used to have what we call proofreaders in those days when we were going to school. They said that in a journalistic world, you have proofreaders. Proofreaders are people who scan what you have written and make sure that there are no grammatical errors in it. But these days and age, you're reading a newspaper is like you are not even sure of the words that they are using. They don't know what they are doing. They can't articulate their verbs very well, and it's very disappointing. And these papers are supposed to have gone public and for people to listen to. And all right, so the man that they killed is supposed to be the leader of the so-called Ebubago. There's nothing called Ebubago. These were just a Fulani people that cascaded themselves together to come to Eastern region to commit mayhem because there was no need for them. It was championed by the former governor of Ebonyi State, calls himself Dave Umahi. I don't know who knows what he's doing right now. Maybe he has gone to his farm and he's doing something else. Who knows? But whatever happens, Biafra is our quest, and we quest for Biafra will continue irrespective of what anybody says, irrespective of what they do. No matter how much they try, they can never suppress the wills of the people.
The same way they used Okadibo to rubbish Zeke. I remember Okadibo in MPN calling Zeke a mosquito, or the rant of a mosquito, or whatever. The same people killed Chuba Okadibo. A very brilliant mind once again. More recently, they now use the same criminals, now clamoring for Igbo presidency. You see them not, Igbo presidency, Igbo presidency. You think they have something upstairs? They have nothing upstairs. All of them. Umahi wants Igbo, Umahi, yes, he wants Igbo presidency. Oh, Ochiso Carlo, you want Igbo presidency. Oh, maybe even Wobodo, you want Igbo presidency? Yes. Now let me ask you a question. When Ekwueme came out to contest in 1999 Igbo presidency, what did you do in Jos, Ochiso Carlo? You betrayed Ekwueme. You voted for Obasanjo. Jos PDP convention in 1999. So that time, Igbo presidency wasn't good, wasn't good enough. It's now that you want it, yes? And now let us go to Dave Umahi. Your own brother Peter Obi, who contested with Atiku under your own political party. You were in PDP. Then you delivered the Ebonyi State to APC against your own brother. Yeah. Now you want to contest because you felt that should Peter Obi go and succeed and become VP to Atiku, after 8 years or thereabout, or after 4 years, Peter Obi will naturally succeed and become the president of the zoo, thereby spoiling your own chances. What did you do? What did you do, I ask? You campaigned against your own brother, against your own fellow Igbo brother. Now you're talking about Igbo presidency. I just want to prove to the world that these people are just criminals, a gang of thieves, all of them. After campaigning against Ekwueme, all of them, do you know that the entire PDP caucus from the East never voted for Ekwueme? So they were asking themselves, how come your own brothers don't want to vote for you? Or Joseph Carlo was there. Some people are championing, he should be the president. But Ekwueme served Shagari very well. Never stole a dime. In fact, bankrolled MPN. He was a multimillionaire and is very successful architect in the USA before he came back. Very wealthy man. Ekwueme. Ojuzo Carlo, did you vote for Ekwueme in 1999? Now that you're campaigning for Igbo presidency, was Ekwueme running for Igbo presidency? Igbo presidency is our turn. When your brother Peter Obi was campaigning, did you campaign for him? Did you vote for him? Despite the fact that he is your brother in the same political party. That is why all this your nonsensical Igbo presidency is dead on arrival.
Yes.
When we were doing Biafra, did you support anybody? Instead, you call the army to come and kill us. And now you want to go to Abuja. You send their force now, they bring they bomb everybody to death. They are Igbo presidency, useless set of idiots, traitors and betrayers. Jim Wobodo, in 1999 in Jos, you were speaking Hausa against your own brother, Ekwueme. You are speaking Hausa. In Jos in 1999, you campaigned against your brother. Now you are talking about Igbo presidency. Oh, dear me. Igbo presidency there.
They are not serious. Yeah, this has to do exactly what I'm talking about. The footballers, Kanu, Tariba West, what's his name again? JJ Okocha. They are crying Igbo presidency, and they are going there to endorse a dead old man. I'm not against endorsing Yoruba or whatever nation. No, look at the man they're endorsing. These are young people endorsing their grandfather or their great-grandfather to become the president of their zoo because they helped them 22 years ago. What kind of thing? I don't know. Because I don't know. I'm not because we are not. Anyway, like I said before, there's no doubt about growing up as a little boy. We remember what our parents used to do in those days. You see, and there are so many things they are doing today that people You know, we clamor, we adore, we call them celebrities. But things are changing. Things are changing. These people, even though I don't know your status, you went to soccer, you played football very well, you know, people have a lot of followers, but you have refused to remove yourself from that level. That poverty, I think poverty is in DNA, because you know, I don't think the people that have so much money, they get away from poverty. They're still poor. They are still poor, spiritually poor. That's why somebody will just go and, without thinking, jump into the bandwagon of endorsing somebody whom you know is not of no use to you. Not even to you, but to everybody else. You just join. That's why I said some of these celebrities, you don't really need to know them. Get close to them to know them, because if you get close to them and know some of them, you will call yourself even a fool for even following this kind of person. Dignity. And when you're talking to him, you discover that the only thing that he knows is that profession that he does. That's what he knows. When it comes to the real outside world, he's a nobody. The ball becomes him. Every other thing outside that soccer is not his thing. If he's a singer, a songwriter, he's very good, writes his song very well. But when you go to him one-on-one, discuss something, it's something or anything. That's exactly what is going on with these people. So the poverty that they have remains in them. Now, they are afraid that the poverty is going to leave them or is leaving them. So what am I going to do now? What am I going to get the next money? Then the likes of Tinubu will take advantage of them. They'll go out there, endorsing Tinubu. Come and swear that he didn't give you any check. How much does he really have to give you when you think of your status, your name? Ego. That is a song. The kind of money you have, it's not in the bank. Your person is money. If you have physical cash. But do you know something? Your money is already inside of you. You walk about with it. You don't have like a separate place where you go to make money. No, your person where you go. But the moment you start disgracing yourself by going out to endorse, to bring out to the world, to tell them how animalistic and how stupid and how useless and hopeless you are, that's not good for you. Then before I go on to opening up the line, I'm still talking about, let me say a little bit about Russia and Putin in Russia. Somebody wrote something and said the only way to attack the people that are really, especially Great Britain, that are really trying to sanction you or put on kind of sanctions, yours is very easy. You don't need to go to the bank to sanction them. Just recognize Biafra and that's it, and Britain will collapse. Because the zoo is the only place they make their money from. Today, as we speak. Recognize it's not going to hurt you, it's not going to change anything in Russia. Just recognize, give us an embassy somewhere. And we'll take it from there. So that we'll be able to really, because they Britain, they have nothing. They are parasites. They're dependent on, they're like maggots. That's what they are. They feed on dead bodies. They have nothing. Believe me, absolutely nothing. I was, that's all that thing that they build the status and everything and they have in their country is money that they stole from different parts of Africa. So when you start giving Africa their natural boundaries, they will collapse. Because they will not come to Biafra land and rob the oil. And even though Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say if they want the oil, we'll give it to them free. No, we won't. If you take anything from our land, you're going to pay for it under negotiation. But today you are doing whatever you want. That's why you want the Fulanis to remain there indefinitely in perpetuity, to make sure that we don't stop you from doing what you're doing. So you're coming, you're robbing us, and that's exactly what you're doing. And we'll not let it happen. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We are still here. Let's take a call later today.
Radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station. You're listening to this is Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra.
All right, the lives are open for you.
Because as I once reminded you before we came, there was nobody like us. Now that we are here, they pretend, they copy, they emulate, they fabricate falsehood. But they can never be like us. Long after we are gone, they will wish we lived forever. IPOB is very special. Exceptionally special. The largest mass movement in the whole world bar none. And we did it because Chukwuokike Abiama is with us. We did it because Chukwuokike Abiama created IPOB himself. And we are here to pilot its affairs. We will not prevaricate. We will not stop. We will not slumber until Biafra is fully restored to its former glory. Anybody in doubt as to our resilience and our determination to restore Biafra is not only mistaken, not only misguided, but needs to see a psychiatrist. Because we are not stopping. I am Nnamdi Kanu and I don't stop until I get what I want.
All right, welcome to live broadcast from USA too. This morning the line. You can make the calls at 646-9204-4541, 845-344-7984, 929-406-9953. We're also on Signal 845-283-9665. Call us.
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the man with the lion voice, the man with the thunder voice. When he speaks, the enemies will panic and take over. Nigeria,
All right, I have a call coming in on Principal Officer's line. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. You're the first caller today.
Yes, Dr. Mazi Iyke.
There we go.
My name is Michael Israel. Dr. Mazi Iyke, good afternoon from the Holy Land of Biafra. And good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good night to fellow Biafrans and lovers of freedom all around the world. My leader, Nnamdi Kanu, Chukwuokike Abiama, may he continue to guide and protect you. May he continue to give you more wisdom. May he continue to make you stronger and more stronger, because you have defeated your enemies. And everybody, every soul, everyone born by flesh, born by a human, praying for my leader, for our leader, for our leader, Nnamdi Kanu to die, or for IPOB to die, or for ESN to come. May your life crumble. May your generation upon generation crumble. I don't care if your life or black. May your generation crumble in the name of Chukwuokike Abiama. He said. Dr. Mazi Iyke, the clip that we played that shows us what Kanu wants there and the Okocha and the other one. That shows that those set of people and some celebrities in Nigeria, that shows that they are what? They are primitive. They are so primitive Neanderthal, like my brother man, Jonathan Chinobi. That is Dr. Mazi Iyke. Can you imagine? Well, you know that our sister was saying that maybe it's because of hunger. No, it's not because of hunger. It's because of this set of men, this set of people. They are evil and they are selfish. Since it's not Nnamdi Kanu, I feel baby. Most of the Igbo people, some people say, man, the way people want to call people, I'm telling you, because anybody that wants to be called an evil man from I don't know is supposed to be an IPOB member. You have the eyes of the spirit in your mouth. So some things that we are saying, when it enters your ear, if you do not cool down and bring your eyes down, you can't understand what we are saying. But we are speaking the truth. We are receiving this light that we are putting out the Kanu drops with it. And everyone around here, we see this light that our leader might bring out the Kanu drops and give us. We will never allow this light to quench. I'm telling you. We will not allow it. We see this light. We will also give it another. Let heaven fall. This light will never ever continue. We must get our freedom. We see this freedom that we are looking for. We must get this freedom. Now, before I go, these set of people, they are not young, they are just selfish, they are evil in everything in their thinking, even in that their football that they are playing, or want to football. They are evil people, completely in the agreement as well as that. What they did, that shows the kind of people that they are. They are this kind of people. In order, there's one of our brothers and saying, brother, indeed to hide out our issues and indeed the children will let the hands of the reality thinking that they will succeed. No, we cannot succeed through that way. We can only succeed when we get this stage and when we get our leader man Nnamdi Kanu out of that danger. And let me tell those primitive Neanderthals that think that Nnamdi Kanu will not come out. Nnamdi Kanu is coming out. And he is coming out into the restoration. He is coming out into the Biafran freedom. Mazi, thank you, man. Let me continue to keep you and let you go. Only continue to guide for this people that you are doing. Thank you, Mazi.
There we go. Thank you so much. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still taking calls at 646-920-4541, 845-344-7984, 929-406-9953. Whatever they like to do, like I said before, celebrities, so-called quote and unquote celebrities, you don't need to know them in real person, because if you do, you will know that you are dealing with a bunch of idiots that have no character, no brain at all. What they know is that thing that they are doing that makes them the celebrity, and that's what they concentrate on. In real world, when you talk to them, you'll be disappointed. I don't see anyone that has spoken, that has known any of them that is not disappointed. Maybe they are friends before they became what they are. We'll go to them. But those of you who pick them out based on their status, if you get close to the person, you discover Onya garbage. I'm telling you honestly, it's not. Most of them are not people that you really want to deal with. Just take them the way you see them, and sometimes it's good for you, for your psyche, to remain with them by knowing them in a distance, by knowing them on what you see, what they do. You like what they do, fine, just remain there. Don't get very close, because the moment you start going very close to some of them, you start discovering that this person is not even what the struggle that you are doing to get close to this person, because now no integrity at all in this sense. All right, I have a call. Good morning, caller on WhatsApp. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, Mazi, good afternoon, sir.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah, Mazi Iyke. My name is Paul, calling from Gabon, Mazi.
There we go.
Yes, good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, all Biafrans around the world. and good afternoon, IPOB. Good afternoon, our gallant men, those who make things happen, especially the leadership of IPOB and our Eastern Security Network. I want to tell the world and tell the Biafrans that Biafra we are looking for is not the Biafran for this generation of bunch of fools, like those who are not seeing that they have been marginalized for many years. Despite they are the footballers, despite they are the footballers are roaming around. You can see what is happening in other countries. The footballers are supporting their people. They are doing what because the masses who have been supporting them for many years, they have been in football. Is the people those politicians are killing. Instead of supporting them, even during the answers, as you said, these people do not make any comments, especially except the musicians. Few of them who come us out and show the solidarity to the what is happening in the zoo. So now those two men went to Tinubu and they go and they don't know what they are doing. But I want to tell them, those people, that the history cannot forget them. We must remember their foolishness all the time, because they are foolish and useless. That's part of their money. Because what they're supposed to understand, that everybody, as far as we are human being, when you are dying, you are not going to. They cannot going to bury you with money. All those things you acquired, you must leave them here and go. What will remain is your legacy. The legacy you learn when you are living. So Biafrans around the world must stand up. Our leader said that if you are calling United Nations, if you are calling these people, this country to give you your freedom, you are making a mistake. We are the one to give restore Biafra by ourselves. It depends our attitude and our support we give to the leadership of IPOB. What the Mazi Iyke Alozie put on ground, we must to support them. We must to listen to them. We must to be. They say that is a command and control. We must follow it and do the needful to restore our nation. Stop sabotaging what our leader put in place. But I want to tell you, if you are the one, if you are the part of who are sabotaging what our leader put in place, Chukwuka will not forgive you. You will not forgive by the Biafrans. You must pray for the nonsense or foolishness you have been doing all the time. So I'm calling all Biafrans around the world. We must stand up. We must rise up. We must keep shaking the world with our protests, especially we are in diaspora. We must stand up for the protest to show the world that these people are still killing us in our land.
Thank you.
So that is why this afternoon I'm calling all Chukwuka Almighty to protect our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must come out. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must achieve Biafra. Nobody else can achieve it. So Mazi, thank you for the opportunity you give to me. What I have to say this afternoon to all Biafrans to rise up for our nation. Our nation is waiting for us. If it's for the zoo is already 6 feet.
Yes, thank you, sir.
No.
All right, thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still taking calls. 6469204541. 845-920-4541. 845-344-7984. 929-406-9953. Call us. The lines are open for you.
Freedom. Na utoka inario. Anya toni hip hop para menu. Aye bundi Biafra bundi judo naga. Obisi makiro makeju na jaga ni. Oga de kwara ina ma. Omo Biafra tekene. Biafra na tako. Ibo we madana. Ibo we madana tako. Omo Biafra de. Biafra na tako. Ibo we madana tako. Eji megu mekine. Tifu Nnamdi Kanu. Odogwo ga dere mma. Onye se na odogwo mma. Okwa ndị solo gili n'ụwa akọrọ ogo gili lacha okwu osisi bụrụ tolo okwu anyị ma n'ọnọdụ ugo ọ dụrụ n'egbe mma okokoko onye arụ a na-achụwa ya ọsọ otu ekwesị eliko nri ọ ga-ejikwe n'ogologo ngaji dike Kanu gị bụ na London dike Kanu gị bụ na Israel dike Kanu gị bụ na Russia dike Kanu gị bụ na India dike Kanu gị bụ na Biafra Nnamdi Kanu dike Kanu gị bụ na Biafra nsogbu enyi mba enyi nsogbu enyi mba enyi anyị ga-azọgbu ndị ilo enyi mba enyi nsogbu enyi mba enyi ụmụ Igbo niile dekene Igbo nwe mmadụ anasago onwe mmadụ nọ ewo ọ jụwụla anyị Igbo nwe mmadụ anasago onye nwere ike sizanye n'osisi ale my blood onye nwere ike chukwu nye n'chukwu okike obiọma onye give God what belongs to him and give Caesar what belongs to him as we seek for peace and humanity it's not at all profanity there are once people is killing each other I want your way my brother who go be a flag John I'm forgetting the middle I'm forgetting the middle nsogbu enyi mba enyi nsogbu enyi mba enyi nsogbu enyi mba enyi nsogbu ndị ile anyị na-enyi enyi mba enyi fellow let my people go natural natago let my people Igbo nwe mmadụ anatago ndị ilo lọpụga n'anya aka n'ụọ natural natago Igbo nwe mmadụ nọ Igbo nwe mmadụ anatago ojude na-elapụ udene n'udene abụla mana anyị abụrụ ọnụ udene n'ụwa ihe ototo awọdelu na something make una hear me ịbụrụ nwa Biafra na tebe n'ụlọ make una come back ka anyị dozie n'obodo anyị ịbụ pọta ịbụ expọta na tebe n'ụlọ ka anyị dozie n'obodo anyị ndị dị n'obodo anyị ebe ọtụ dịkwa na be anyị ship na-agbakwa na be anyị oyi dịkwa n'ala be anyị mmanya kwụ dị na be anyị ihe niile dị mma ọ dịkwa n'ala be anyị natabanụ n'ụlọ ka anyị dozie n'obodo anyị ụmụ Igbo kọmba ka anyị dozie n'obodo anyị o tinye nwata weli aka elu aka fụwa ya ụfụ o wetu aka Jehova nke zọpụtara ụmụ Israel n'aka Fero bilie natara ya oke ruru anyị balie natara ya oke ruru anyị Chukwu bilie natara ya oke ruru anyị Biafra bụ nke anyị obodo ọma Biafra bụ nke anyị ala Chukwu tere mmanụ nsogbu enyi mba enyi enyi mba enyi nsogbu enyi mba enyi.
All right, I have a call coming in on WhatsApp line. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, good afternoon or good morning.
Welcome to the program.
Yes, my brother, thank you for having me, Mazi Peters. And I say, Mokuke be your strength. Thank you for coming back to educate us and tell us how things is going. Mazi, I don't have much to say. I just want to comment a little bit what you says about these footballers and also what is happening in Russia. Mazi, you see, this terrible words, Jojo, Culture, and Kanu. You see, when you ask them, how do you make your money? They will tell you, I'm a footballer. All of them, they will tell you that I'm a footballer, I make my money through football. But this man they want go to endorse, or this man they says they want to support. When they ask this man, how do you make your money? This man is sweating everywhere in his body because he did not make his money in the right way. He can never tell you how he make his money. That thing is money rise or what? Ask this man, how do you make your money and how old are you? Do you know that these two questions is very critical question that this man could never answer? He don't know how to answer that question because he don't make his money the right way. And these guys, they know about this. They never ask this man, this old man or this grandpa, how do you make your money before we can support you? It doesn't concern them. What concerns them is how just bring the money, just go and lick the pot of the copper of the distant dry, bring it to us, give us our share. That's what matters for us. We don't care how you make your money. This is what we are talking about, Mazi. How can these people don't know there's what they call integrity? Somebody who cannot tell you how he make his money, how old he is, and you don't know the background of this man, you just go there to take your own share, just to support him. Mazi, it's a pity. I don't believe, you see, this is what our leader is talking about, and what you rightfully says. It's not about money, it's name. Now we are hearing their name. Why? Because they're a footballer. They make name through football.
Yep.
Now, let's say they have only money, they don't make name. Nobody will know them. But now we know them because they have something, they have shown something they are. And Tinubu never show anything, and you go there to support him. Mazi, it's a pity. Mazi, let me say one thing about this Russia something before I drop. You see, I know many manipulators now have been saying, they want to go and meet with it, they want to do, and I will not be saying much about what we are doing on the ground about this case. But Mazi, if you can allow me, I will send you one clip. If I drop right now on this WhatsApp line, I will send you one clip. Please, just play it for Biafrans. Let them know what transpired. What made this man doing what he's doing? Because many people don't know what happened. They thought that this man just rose up one day and want to invade another land. No, I will put it to you now. If you can play it, let people know what happened. Because this man is not a madman. You know what he's doing. Man, so thank you for having me and God bless. I will send it right now, please. Thank you. God bless.
All right, thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still taking calls at 646-920-4541, 845-344-7984-929-406-9953. Call us. The lines are still open for you.
From 7th April 2022,
the selling and eating of Nama, also known as cow meat,
is forbidden in Biafra land.
Be warned.
Biafra, my home, my fatherland. Biafra, land of the rising sun. Biafra, my home, my fatherland. Most High, called by the name of God, the Creator. Wise men from the east, south, and the middle, great Biafran people. We're taking it to idol worship and we lost the face of our God, and as we wallow shepherd, the British enter then. Trading on the Niger, exploiting your people, trading by barter. You give me palm oil and take soup to them enter then. I brought in civilization, brought in your religion, and told us about America, and we embraced them. I never knew them got ulterior motive. With religious treated us amongst our brethren, with denomination teared us apart. Building churches, schools and hospitals. We never knew we had to pay this much to be your place forever. Oh, nah. So we fought so hard against them systems, fighting against them schism. We fought so hard against them systems, fighting against them schism. But our lives have gone poor. At the very spot we left our America. Now is the time to be restored. Great Biafra be restored. I want freedom for my people. Freedom for Biafra. Ayo, Biafra. Land of the rising sun. Land of the rising sun. Biafra. My home, my father. The descendants of Abraham. Biafra. From Father Isaac. The rising. The descendants of Jacob. Biafra is a reality. My home, my fatherland. My original legend.
Why are you people lying? Why don't you tell them they want an independent Biafra? Oh, they're fighting for their freedom. So we owe everything to Chukwuka to ask us to come. Not by our own might, nor power, nor will, but by the grace of the Most High.
Back in 1914, amalgamation, colonial masters, criminal masters, a mercenary soldier named Frederick Lugar brought together all them captives, including Jah people, them Yorubas and them Ariwas, and so many other people called us Nigeria, oh Nigeria, people with different religion, different beliefs, different in culture and tradition, different language, different in everything, overstanding under reason, forced to coexist together. Hidden plant of confusion, describing the soil and the water that can never mix. Planted the cabals, them representatives here in Nigeria, looting all our treasures, colonial external marginalization of the Biafrans. Now is the time for manifestation. Now is the time to be restored. Great Biafra be restored. I want freedom for my people. Freedom for Biafra. Ayo, Biafra. Land of the rising sun.
All right, caller on straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Hello, Mazi Iyke.
Ndewo.
Ọka bụ nwanne gị na-abịa akpọ gị n'ebe onye.
Ndewo.
Biko, Because ready I in the internet boy. Only come if you make a Kanu. Ready I like that. I ain't got like to go.
Okay, so what? I think they are listening.
Ready I in a boy. Ready I in a boy. Only choose going.
Okay.
So thank you, Mazi.
Thank you very much.
I got dream number. We have not even. I got dream number. Getting up in the Peru. I am as quick and shagan boy. So I am kidnapping every day. I am as quick in a girl. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you very much, Dalo. All right, your radio will be on. I promise you. They are listening. I'm sure they are going to work on it to make sure that it comes back on. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still taking calls at 646-920-4541, 845-344-7984, 929-406-9953. I hope our engineers are listening to that plea because this fellow has been calling, talking about Ebonyi radio. The radio is not working in Ebonyi State, and that's not very good for us. We need it to start working, honestly. You have to make sure that the word does work. This is Radio Biafra. Still stay tuned. Don't go away.
The MP, Harriet Hallam, has she not been here to discuss anything? No, she hasn't. She hasn't said a word. Her own constituents have written to her. She doesn't say anything. So what is going on? What is going on? Why has nobody from the Foreign and Commonwealth Office mentioned Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? How can you have a British citizen travelling on a British passport kidnapped in Kenya on June the 19th? He was tortured for 8 days before being extraordinary rendition back to Nigeria. Why was he extraordinary rendition back to Nigeria when he's a British citizen? Has nobody behind these windows asked that question? How can you all remain silent? How can you all pretend that you can't see anything going on? It's all over social media. Catriona Lang, the High Commissioner for the UK in Abuja, has done nothing. She gets tagged in every single tweet that tweets about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and extraordinary rendition. She doesn't reply to anybody. You ask a question, she blocks you. Is that really someone in her position? Is that really something she could be doing? She's done nothing at all. She's a representative of the UK in Nigeria. She represents British citizens in Nigeria. Why has she not represented Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Why is the total silence? You've got another protest next to us here, a lady called Nazanin. Nobody's helping her either. She's a British citizen. What is going on in this country? The 67 to 70 Biafran war, it wasn't a war. It was a genocide. And the UK was complicit in genocide. The UK is complicit in genocide now, today. It's happening again. Yet why do we not hear about it? You go 20 yards away, the BBC cameras are there, the ITV cameras are there. Why does the BBC and ITV not cover Biafra? If what was going on in Nigeria was happening in any other Commonwealth country, it would be all over our news. So why is it not reported? It's not reported because the British government are still looting all the resources in Nigeria. Biafra on its own would be a world leader in any way you can think of, one of the richest countries on earth. But the UK can't let that happen. Because if the UK lets that happen, it has to start paying for the resources, of which all the oil that it gets now is given free. How can you put oil above thousands and thousands of people's lives, slaughtered on a daily basis? Catriona Lang, who works for this office, is fully aware of it. What's her response? Her response is to go on Twitter and start dancing with the Fulani terrorists who are committing these atrocities. How is that right? Ask yourself a question. How can we stay silent when this is happening? You can turn a blind eye. You can remain silent. You can do nothing at all. But don't ever turn around and say you didn't know what was going on, because you know exactly what's going on and you're doing nothing about it. It is absolutely shameful. Boris Johnson, what's he doing? He's doing nothing. Buhari is dead. Buhari died in London in February 2017.
That's right.
He died in London in 2017. So why do you still put this charade out that Buhari's coming to London? Buhari's coming for medical treatment. The man died in 2017.
Yes.
And when that comes out, seriously, the UK will look the biggest fools on earth. The death certificate's there. It's all written.
That's right.
There's proof he died in London. He's buried in Saudi Arabia. And yet you keep that quiet as well. How can you keep quiet that a president of a country died 4 years ago and you're still portraying him coming here for hospital treatment? Is that not a farce?
Cover up.
It's a total cover-up. A total corrupt cover-up by a totally corrupt government. But when Biafra comes, then we will see who laughs, because it won't be the UK. All hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra. That's a very strong message that's being sent out there. And I have a call coming in. Let me take this one on straight line. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi, good afternoon. Yeah.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, my big brother. It's your brother, Mr. Following from UK. Yeah.
There we go.
Mazi, I salute your good job for Biafra. There, my big brother. I salute Biafra all over the whole world. And then I salute our leader, Ahmadike. I said, anyway, our ancestors died and protect you. Mazi, the clip you played, I have two things to say. That woman, that man is talking, naturally. The woman is being freed, you know.
Okay.
Yes, he's been freed. I think last week, it was jailed in Iran. And she's been, even their MPs were, you know, because, like as he said, now people should focus on what come out and not to be the lie. I will know why. There is no need to hide anything. That is the only man the whole world listens to. And they are, I believe, by Biafrans in Russia knows what to do. And they're doing it. Now, do you know these footballers, and these maggots, they are all maggots, they are stupid. I like what our sisters told them. And at the end, he told them that Mazi Nnamdi is in DSS dungeon. Have you ever seen Kanu for one day? At least tweet. I'll give you a quarter tweet. No, you can't see them. Karibu West is just like somebody in a mortuary and bam for 200 years. It's not even ashamed of himself. Anybody that fails you have a pastor. That is why this thing and that with like we have to make sure we remove it from our people. I can work out for what is the biggest problem I'm telling you the truth. Mazi, this bunch of idiots, they were there when the youth said that their youth, how did they put it before last year or 2 years before that they will give the youth space to read. And all of them, they saw that babies, but none of them can even come out and say, okay, let them try. It's Turumbu that even hate Igbo people than any other thing. That man you are seeing there. That Turumbu you see there is a devil. Himself. This Turumbu you are seeing here. We don't pretend, we say it the way we do it. But I tell my people, anybody that hates you, any tribe in Nigeria that hates you, hate him, remove the venom in you, I tell you, remove the venom in you, apply it to that idiot. Pastors everywhere. Mazi, all I'm telling the Jews that they should release Mazi Nnamdi. They should release Mazi Nnamdi. We have been saying it now. the whole world keeps blind eyes, thinking that you are going to be afraid. No. We are not going to be afraid. Mazi Nnamdi must be released. This useless set of our celebrities in our land, they are nothing. The people are nothing. These people, let me tell you, if you know these are celebrities in our land, they are hard on their prostitutes. I am telling you, they are prostitutes. You see, even both the men and female, they sleep with the Fulani. I'm telling you the best thing. You see all these ones today, all these ladies, tell all these celebrities, who is the father of your children? Ask them. You will see them, they will come out, God has given them baby boy. Ask them. Who is the father of those that your children? To stopping us every year. We are fighting to debate ourselves. We all these people are on high in the name of celebrity. Rubbish every year. Mazi, I am here to tell Biafrans that whatever DOS says goes. It doesn't matter what anybody talk and think about our leaders. Whatever DOS says goes. If you are anywhere yapping, you are yapping on your own. DOS will do anything they want to do. If they want to talk to us in 1 year time, let them say it. If they don't want to talk to us, let them continue to do what they are doing. We are solidly behind them. It doesn't matter what people are saying. We are solidly behind. We are solidly behind them. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, people are beginning to see the handwriting on the wall. All you that is shouting, and you they deceive. People will come say they deceive them. I don't know what kind of warfare will come out today. They say you are being deceived. Who deceive you? Are deceived nobody. You are the one that deceive yourself. These people should stop talking this bullshit. Whose voice did you hear? If you know Mazi Nnamdi Kanu voice, and one idiot is somewhere, you are being deceived. Don't you see the handwriting on the wall? It's just like I am now. I know where to go and play my beat. I know who I had his voice. I'll come out and say, I'm being deceived. Deceive you. No man can have this useless set of people. Their life will be I have been deceived. Mazi, thank you for giving me this opportunity. If this celebrity is right, let them go wrong with the Tinubu. In fact, let them go and buy more pampers and wear Tinubu. Mazi, thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra USA too. Like I was saying, when I brought up that issue of these celebrities, I tell you that most of us are not really what we think. The people you are seeing them on TV, you're watching them on soccer field, you're cheering this crowd, but you don't know them real person. You don't know the real person. An idiot. Our leader said something that fools even grow old too. Doesn't mean that because you're not going to grow old. Of course, you're going to grow old and grow white beards like everybody else. And but it's only when you get close to them that you realize that they are just idiots. I'm telling you honestly. I remember the one that was running around, Andy, that used to act in a movie. He was a lawyer. Then all of a sudden, he went to college. He became a lawyer. And he went to court. Everybody was like, "Oh, he's feeling solidarity." No, he went in there to polarize himself and show us the idiot that he is. He joined the APC, and eventually, what ended up with him? He ended up nowhere. Caller on principal officer's line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Welcome to the program.
Biafrans all over the world. I have blocked. I'm calling from Aba province, Biafran land. You are driving us away. We will come back home safely. On life for that, I put up. So life for I wouldn't go to live on this earth except our land. And our leader have come to make it happen. If Kanu but you see Biafra is already here. Where are you going to stop us? We are not joking. You see this land. Anything the whole world want to do, let them do it. We remain formidable until 8th. And on the 8th, let them bring our leader. That's all. That is all. Let them bring our leader out for us and let us live in our land. On that poker, since them first address chapter 4. First address chapter 4 from verse 1 to end. And the Mark chapter 11 from verse 1 to end. Better Peter, so I say, what power are there? Sin injustice being done upon our leader. Koro. And the last clip, our leader, then I take a dozen play. They repeat that. Look at that Hausa man. Telling that man that we the Igbos, everybody is afraid of us because we come down from heaven. That other man knows the truth. Let every human race, both Fulani, we the Biafra race, we are the children of the Creator Himself. The God of heaven and earth, and He's fully charged. Dara, baby, everything up to give it to someone I get up to 8. Let Peter, 1967, that's you this 2022, if the world, if Britain want us to get mad, we will make sure that every man will be at the race. Look at Britain, they want us to become slaves, so that they will be great with the Dara. Our governors here, I am making sure that they make it happen so that we'll be slaves. And we tell the governor to say, it cannot happen until the day to quote Kikabiama has ordained for everybody to perish in his land. Then I will tell you, they can't have a long.
All right, thanks so much. This is Radio Biafra. I have a call coming in. Let me take this one. Caller on a special line. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Good morning from here.
Good morning, my veteran.
Welcome.
My name is Mazi Iyke Alozie. Yeah. Thank you for bringing the issue of our brothers that thought they have arrived, thinking that the AGG that following the dead body is heading to the grave. And what I'm trying to say, all of them, they went there to see Tinubu. It's only things to cover their investment they have in Lagos. That's why they went there, because if you check, Kanu has a hospital, the biggest hospital. If anything happens, he's going to lose the hospital and everything. What do they call him? JJ Okocha has a fan, like all these sports fans, like if it's in United States, they call it Nike, and all these names. He's making have a name that he's making for sports and the other fashion designer. And also, the main thing is that we need to know about JJ Okocha issue. His wife is a half Fulani, half Yoruba, and that's why he was dancing the tune to please the North, because if anything happened, he's going to lose all his sons. And if you look at those one that call himself pastor, that one is a fake one, because even me, I'm a pastor. I joined the IPOD. And I supported the Mazi Nnamdi. And if you check that one, that he started lying from the when he was playing in Nigeria. When he traveled, he discovered that God called him. Why can't him answer the call when he was playing in the local district, not to removing his age, on adding his age? Now we are not going that area. About Tinubu is wasting his time. His brother have said something which we have been playing every time in the Radio Biafra. The MK, this thing. He said that they demand they will shift the ticket to the northern distance. And if you take what they played this morning in Radio Biafra about the Kunle and the Adamu or Alaji, I can call it Adamu, you understand the whole game that is going on today. And also, what we're not supposed to focus now is how to bring our leader, and there is something you said earlier time, Mazi Iyke, that please, if it is possible, call the DOS, let them send a delegate to go and see Putin and the Russians. Let them accept and give us and declare Biafra there and give us their embassy, the Biafra embassy in Russia. I will tell you the truth. All the allies of the Russia, they are going to give us the embassy. and it's going to create more awareness. And I think I tell you the truth, and it's going to break earthquake worldwide. And if we send a delegate to go and meet Russia, if anything they agree, let them agree it, and let us put us from this dungeon, which is hellfire, that are called Zoo, and that we can order to focus other things. All hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra.
Bye-bye.
All right, thank you so much. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still taking calls at 646-920-4541. And, I'm not making excuses for anybody for being stupid. One of my friends one time said, taking advantage of a stupid person is not your fault, it's the person that is stupid. No matter what they own in Lagos, I don't give a shit about what they own in Lagos. They're not the only ones that have properties all over. But if they were, like I said before, I have said it and I mean what I'm saying, that these suppose they are so ignorant, so unknowledgeable. What they know is that status, that thing that they do. If they are actors, they will see them on TV. That's all they know how to do. Intelligently, they are not. What makes you think that if Tinubu does not become the governor, or if you don't support him, you don't have to support him. Nobody's not going to do anything to your properties if you own them legitimately. Nobody's going to be able to take your property from you. I have a caller on a straight line. Good morning. Tell us.
Yeah, good morning, Dr. Iyke.
Welcome to the program.
You know, Mazi, when I saw that video, in fact, I feel like just telling Mazi Nnamdi can just give up this nonsense. You know? Because I can't imagine people that are supposed to be at the forefront of championing what we're doing are the ones who are selling everybody out. Can you imagine? They have forgotten the fact that that lady said that the presidency was supposed to be shown to the east.
Yeah.
They have completely forgotten about it. Now they are going to support a Westerner that what he is doing is tantamount to what Yorubas did in the 60s during the Nigerian Biafra war. Because Nigeria is major three tribes. Like Nigeria has three major tribes. It takes two tribes to direct where Nigeria goes. If Yorubas team up with the Igbos, majority Igbos, and said Nigeria should break up, Nigeria will break up today. Everyone knows that. If Hausa team up with Yoruba or Igbo tribe, these are the major tribes. The rest follows. That's these three tribes, the white men understood. And now we are saying, like I said before, nobody is condemning the fact that only very few Yorubas are condemning what Tinubu is doing. Tinubu knows that it's not supposed to, presidency is not supposed to go to the west or southwest. It's supposed to go to the southeast. If people are really interested in business election. Which brings my second question to you, Dr. Iyke.
Yes.
When are we going to really ratchet up about no election in 2023? I want to see a major campaign by IPOB to sensitize the people. Let them go ahead and be doing all the shenanigans and nonsense they're doing. The fact is that we have to team up with whoever we have to team up to make sure that there is no election in that country come 2023. So they can be doing all the shenanigans they want to do. Because Nigeria has come to the point that people really have to stand up and claim their rights. What we are witnessing in Nigeria is the most, I can't understand it, the most stupidest form of government. What is going on here? The amount of money that is stolen in that country. And you see this footballers who are supposed to know better. Just like you said, if Nigeria breaks up, nothing breaks up. People who are doing business anywhere will continue to do their business.
Of course.
If you're married to your wife goes to wherever you want to live. You want to live in the other side of the aisle. You can live there.
Yep.
People are living in Ghana, doing business as far as Gabon. People live everywhere in the world. People own businesses, own houses everywhere in the world. So this idea that when you break Nigeria, they're afraid to leave their wife or their children is absolute nonsense. So we shouldn't be contemplating this type of stupidity. We have our children here in the United States. Did you use our children?
I wonder.
We travel to Nigeria. Even if I decide to leave my children here and go and live back in Nigeria, did I lose my children? But even in a global world, West Africa, we have ECOWAS. You can go without this. I can go anywhere in West Africa, establish business, live there as long as you obey the law of the land where you live. So let us stop this idea of coming to Radio Biafra to pretend that they're afraid to leave one. These people know better. They're playing in overseas. You don't need anything. They make their money overseas, and they're coming here to be begging peanuts. Look at Tani West. The player that played and almost done Nigeria World Cup is doing abracadabra on the TV. My brother, God bless you.
Thank you very much. Thank
you for your good work.
There will. Thank you so much. All right, this is Radio Biafra. Call out. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Call on straight line.
Mazi, good morning.
Welcome to the program.
This is Chairman from the Caribbean.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah, thank you. And despite what is happening, our problem still remains our problem. And whenever I call on this program, I don't like to talk much because our people have been brain drained. You know, people who think that they know something. At the end of the day, you see them messing up. Why I called this morning is on the clip. The clip is played about the UK man. So I've been playing that clip for some time, and not for time. But I think because that clip is coming out from the mouth of the white man, especially the UK man, that clip needs to go too far. The publication, because I wouldn't call it a racism or whatever that's coming out from this black people, white supremacy and white people globally don't take it more likely serious. But because this message and this truth is coming from a beaten man, a white man, it will go a long way. Most of the white people all over the world come across it and hear it, and a strong message to all their fun agitation. Because over here, I have some white friends, even in Russia and in America, like I'm pleading if that clip, that message can go posted on YouTube, and even if the media, people in Radio Biafra can put it also in writing and put at the name of the white man in question. So that when I talk to people, like I have a Russian friend whom I have been discussing with about the Biafran issue, and when you put up your own narrative, your own story on the line, it looks as if they mix up because the politics and the war today, everything has been politicized. In the media, giant media we know of, most of them are lying. And before somebody puts anything, you pop up, you like to do some findings and do some extreme research before you can tell and say, yes, this is true. But this is coming from a British man. And when somebody is using to make reference to what we are going through, the massacre, the killing, the injustice that have been merited against Biafra, this is not to one third of what the Prince are going through before God used Putin to open the eyes of the world, to do what he's doing now. And instead of the words to talk about the injustice and whatever thing that caused that fight, they turn it all the way around and talk about invasion and invasion and invasion, just to humiliate and destroy Putin and Russian people. So I'm pleading, if that is the message from that white man can go on YouTube, so that people can have access to it. Yes. And again, the media put it also in writing. Because my own work for Biafran people is evangelism. I've been talking to so many people, from here, of the war that I have friends all over. This one, Mazi. Thank you. God bless you.
God bless you. All right. Thank you very much for your request. But unfortunately, YouTube will block you as soon as, because what happened to this clip is that I brought it out early enough before YouTube blocks it. And anybody people that have tried to send it back to YouTube, each time they try, they block them. YouTube doesn't want this program, this very thing to go up. And unfortunately, like I said, unfortunately for them, I already received it. It's in my archive, so there's no way they can block it. There's no way they can take it off. But the people that have taken it from me and want to post it on YouTube, they don't get it through. They put it in there and YouTube is gonna either block them or warn them not to bring it in. So the only thing that we have is that the way I'm playing it on Radio Biafra, if you are listening and you make a tape copy of it, of the audio at least, and that will serve, that will help you. Share it out as much as you can, because that's exactly how I got it in the first place. Somebody shared it at the beginning and I took it out and just put it in my archive. But YouTube will not let you add this very, very message that this man is sending, because it's quite a strong message. I mean, it's saying something that we all know that is going on that nobody wants to talk about. I have a call. Let me take call on straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
All right, Mazi, it's Chairman from Caribbean. My line cut off. I heard what you said. Yeah, but please put it on WhatsApp message. I can pick it up from there.
Yes,
I know how to do it. I need it.
Okay, I'll try to do that. I'll try to put it on WhatsApp and then share it out to many people, as many as possible.
Please.
I promise.
Please.
I'll do that. Definitely.
All right.
Thank you so much. All right. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. So YouTube wouldn't even allow it to go through, but I'm going to try to see something and do something about it to make sure that at least it gets on the WhatsApp, so a lot of people will share it as much as we can. Because this is a true story, and this man is saying it the way anybody want to. They feel very uncomfortable with it in YouTube. That's why they wouldn't even let it go. As soon as you bring it in, they block you. Honestly speaking, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable that social media is now becoming a campaign ground for people who don't want us to exist, people who try as much as they can to make sure that they make our lives miserable. But the truth is that no matter what they do, no matter how they try, no matter how much they try, we are going to excel in the end. In the end, Biafra will be here, and there is nothing anybody can do about it. Definitely. All right. Something they sent to me also about the burning of the Ubiozo's house. Nobody's interested in that. If they burn his house, that's our problem. Honestly, I don't really care, because for me, what is good is good. What is bad is bad. If you know that so when you stay down there and want to talk about your people, like I was discussing with my brother one time. My brother said, these people are not thinking the way you are thinking, brother. They are people who are, their thought is one side. And I'm asking him, don't they have children? Don't they have relatives? Let us say I assume that there's my brother who's not paying attention to what is happening in the current affairs, or what is happening in the world. What is wrong with me going to him to ask him a question one time and say, listen, why do you want to do this? Why do you want to bring this disgrace to yourself and to your family? Like the JJ Kochas and the Kanu who went out there. You tell me they don't have. Making an excuse for them is not good enough. There's no excuse for going against your own people. No matter what, you cannot relate very much. And you know one thing about the Fulani is that they are very smart. The smartness in the sense that they know that the moment you turn against your own people, they can't trust you. Never, ever will they trust you. Because if you can turn against your own people, what about us? That's the question they were asking. Who am I for you to stand with me when you've turned down your own brothers? And that is exactly the way they work from. They know it. They know when you're a stooge, when you're a maggot, when you are a crab, you just in the basket, you wouldn't let everybody go, but you're dragging down. They don't like you. They can never like you. They will never ever like you, I'm telling you, because they know where you're going. Igbo man thinking about being the president of the zoo is hallucination. You can never be. Come rain, come sun. The worst they can do is probably put you as a vice president to get the votes of the Igbo people. But before the time reaches, they will remove that person. There's no doubt about it. This is all planned out. Because Ahmadu Bello said it from the beginning, that this nation called Nigeria shall be an estate of our fathers. We shall not allow you to rule over us, ever. And that thing is still going. And now we are struggling to be on our own, to get our own freedom. Some of you are out there, some of you idiots are out there, because you are not current. You are not following the trend. You are not following what is going on in the world. You are listening to yourself. You are not paying attention. You are just procrastinating. Who said that Eme Hanibo man president is going to be good? Of course it's not going to be good. Nothing will change. But the truth is, who is going to make you the president anyway? They already told you, their forefathers told you from the beginning, that this estate, this place you call Nigeria is an estate, it's our estate. We're going to use the Yorubas as willing tools, the Northerners, the Middle Belt as willing tools. We'll never allow you to rule over us. And you people are still there clamoring. You have a son who has devoted his life, sent by the divine, because I believe that. I believed to my bones that nobody will have the courage to do what Nnamdi Kanu is doing without having a divine guidance. No. Nobody. No, but tell me the person. They will always fall on the wayside. When they show them a little bit of money, they fall on the wayside. But you know something? Somebody who's being led by the divine will never fall victim. They will never ever get to that level of, being a stooge. They will always stand by what they are saying, because they are under divine guidance. Chukwu Okike Abiyama is in control of their life. Is in control of whatever they do. So if we think that they are going to change tomorrow, or that tomorrow you're going to become the president of Nigeria as an Igbo man, Eastern region, I'm not even talking about Igbo man or no Igbo man. Jonathan was there by accident, and they regretted even putting him there. That's why they did everything in their power to frustrate him and get him out of there. You people have to understand. And the funny thing is that it's like somebody who has a yam and has the knife. When you cut the yam, whoever you give that yam is the person that will feed on it. But we are behaving like the people who are standing there. We have the ace. We have the knowledge. We have the power given to us spiritually by Chukwu Okike Abiyama. The knowledge, the money, the finance. We know how to do these things, but what we don't know how to do is to preserve ourselves. We are always looking at the outside. We will fight against like a crab, when they're in the basket. They make sure that none of them gets out, because all of us are going to the frying pan. So why do you want to escape? They grab you down. That's the Eastern region. That's what we are. That's exactly the way we are. We know we'll never get to the top, because those of us behind will not let you get there. We'll keep pulling you down to make sure that all of us will end up in the frying pan. Yeah. They put us in soup, grind us, and use us as anything. But what we will not get is to top to become the so-called president. They keep on fooling you, bamboozling you. Before you know it, 2023 will be here. And what are they going to do? At Romahaha. They turn you out. They have not started sharing money yet. Look at Kanu Nwankwo and the rest of them. They have not even shown the money. This one is just the smell of the money. That's what they've felt. And those who said that God called them, this same God, I don't really know. You know God cannot defend himself, but you know something? When you use his name falsely, you will get the reward. You can never get away from it. You can shama and all you want. You're wasting your time. You are not, the Eastern region will never ever smell the presidency of the zoo. Forget about it. Today, tomorrow, next year, whether you want to hear it or not, it's your problem. If you don't want to hear it, you will hear it. As an you are, all of you are a bunch of people who don't want to think. Well, you can remember that we said it, and Nnamdi Kanu has said it over and over. You don't stand a chance of being the president of the zoo, and you can never be. Our only hope is to get away on our own and be on our own. We can do it on our own. We can come together as one, become one, and the recognition will start coming in. The likes of Putin, very, very soon, just watch, you will see what I'm talking about. They'll start recognizing us, giving us the chance. And as soon as Biafra is liberated, the entire Africa is liberated. Who are the problems of Africa? Is France and the British. They are the ones that have put us where we are. They came in and created artificial boundaries that don't exist. The creator of the universe gave us boundaries, and they are natural boundaries. And in the Bible that they brought to us, these idiots, there's a place, I don't know, I don't know, but natural boundaries are things you don't touch. You let the natural boundaries stay because it was made by the universe. A friend of mine that I had, a Jewish friend, and I were talking, and he told me, if your cattle, if your animals are different from their animals in the north, then you are not the same. That even Chukwu Okike Abiyama, the creator of the universe, God Almighty, when he created different cow. The cow in our own area is different from the cow they have in their own area. Different breed. The chickens, the eggs, everything, poultry is different. Because we are not the same people. We are just forcing a round peg in a square hole that will never fit in. Oil and water can never mix, no matter how much you do it. This is Radio Biafra. We're going off the air this time, but remember that tomorrow is another day. And stay tuned, please, because Mazi Iyke Alozie, USA 1, is coming in next. Still have to remind you what Biafra is to us. It's our religion. And Radio Biafra is where we worship. Stay tuned, don't go away, because Mazi Alozie is next. And I'll keep to my promise to my brother that I'm going to make sure that clip goes on the WhatsApp so we can share them out. See you again tomorrow at the same time. From here, from me, goodbye.
I believe.
Some of you idiots that have only power and glory and money looking at heart. You are not freedom fighters and can never be. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. Because as a freedom fighter, you are called to serve your people. You don't arrogate that very position to yourself. All of you using Biafra to be working for MI5, using Biafra to be working for the zoo, all of you will be disgraced comprehensively and totally. I'm telling you, and you will all die a very shameful and miserable death. All of you peddling this junk, that some of you are even so idiotic, one fool actually sent it to me. Is it true? Can't we go to Google and Google UK company's house and go to IPOB and see those who are registered there or not, and see if the name of my wife is there or not? That is why Africa is backwards. People don't even do common research. Common research to go and find out if an allegation is true or false. Common is just to be peddling it because you're very lazy mentally and physically. That's why you're poor and wretched. That's why Africa is backwards, and that's what we are fighting very, very hard to reverse. They claim that Kanu changed the documentation so that when Biafrans will hear it all over, hey, Chimo, he changed it. Unanopa, have you heard it? I will no longer contribute. All they're trying to do is to stop the funding of ESN. That's what they're looking for. If you don't, let me tell you. They know that some of you are very stupid and hopeless. Once you listen to gossip, your brain will enter into overdrive. They know how to get you. Look at how Fulani Janjaweed are playing with your brain cells. So you will stop funding IPOB. The idiot that looks like somebody who hasn't been employed since graduation are saying, I have now given up. I'm no longer going to do this. I'm now going to work with a group that is working with the Nigerian government. Can you believe such rubbish? And Vanguard newspaper had the temerity to publish such junk. They are part and parcel of the problem in the zoo. The quality, or should I say lack of decent journalists in the zoo is part of the